Oh, we have a question.
Is that seat open or you have any comment?
No, it's an open. But I have 3 opponents.
On a lighter note, before Carmen gives some closing remarks, again, I want to thank everybody, and it really is amazing when you have so many speakers and such a good audience as we've had today that, of course, people have other things, and that's accepted, but it really warms our heart to know the interest of our community in the political system. And I'm hoping that next month, maybe if you tell a friend, we can even double the amount of people here, and we'll have wonderful speakers. So please keep the Menudo meetup, tell the community about it. And I just want to tell you a little political fantasy and joke of mine for many years. Those that are close to me in the political world know that I've always told them that my dream was one day that I was going to run against Sheila Jackson Lee. And I still have that dream, but let me just tell you the way my mind works. I told people years ago that one day I was going to run against Sheila Jackson Lee, and when I announced my candidacy at the end, all of you know that I have, long hair. And I told them, I said, I'm gonna do a little corona with my hair, announce my candidacy, and at the end of the speech I was gonna say, the biggest difference between Sheila and myself is that at the end of the night, when I go to bed, my corona doesn't come off. And so I just want you to know that's my political fantasy, that one day I'm going to be able to say that in public. Okay, let's welcome one of your hosts, Carmen Cavazos, for some closing remarks.
I know, that was a good one, huh? So thank you everybody for taking some time out this Saturday morning for coming to our meeting. As Eduardo and Andy had invited me last year, we started off with 3 or 4 of us in a small room, and it's really grown. I love that candidates like y'all are coming out, have touched the communities that for so long have stayed underserved. I believe that our communities, the Hispanic, the African American, the areas that have not been really represented by our party are now starting to come alive. There's so much that I want to touch on. I know that we've talked about a lot of issues, a lot of problems. I want to talk about solutions. So a lot of things that I have noticed, a little bit of my background, I worked with the state party, the Republican state party here in Harris County. I was their regional director for election integrity. The things that I've noticed was that our general public, our general base, there's a lot of information that doesn't get funneled down to y'all. Yep. When do elections occur? What positions run during those election cycles? How can you get involved during the election process? All of this is important because not only do we want to support our candidates that come up on the ballot, we want to make sure that there's integrity at the polls when it happens. We want that confidence to come back within our community to say, we elected that person. Or maybe next time we'll get that person elected if we go to these areas and we, knock on doors on this neighborhood or go out to this region of the county. So there's a lot of things that our general base does not know about, and that's what I'm here. I want to be that gap. I want to be that bridge. I want to be that connection. I think having candidates come out to areas like Denver Harbor, I know when I walked with Julian out there, people were ecstatic to see us out there. The Republican Party knocking on my door in Denver Harbor. We have to have that on a reoccurring election cycle, not just every 4 years, not every 2 years, not once in a blue moon. We have to make that customary. And yes, we need to go out and we need to be where there's a large Democratic presence. I agree with that. But we're there to inform them. We're not there to condone them. So just like, and I know we touched on religion earlier a bit, Jesus Christ left the flock to save that one sheep. And he went out there to give them the message of hope, of love, of belonging with him. So I agree, we go out to these communities, we inform these communities of candidates, strong candidates like Julian, like Faye, like Sonia, like so many others that were here today. But we go out with the message of hope. We go out with the message of, we're here, we hear you, we see you, we're with you. Come with us. And spread that message. I think that's how we're going to take this bridge and put it as one, not into broken pieces like we have right now. We have the south side, we have the southeast side, we have the north side. We need a bridge that connects every community. And the way we do that is by having our presence there. So I ask y'all, there's a lot of things. I'm starting a group called Conservative Citizens United. And it's self-funded right now, but we're helping candidates like Ms. Faye. We're going out there, we're knocking on those doors, and we're saying, this is a candidate. This is what she represents. This is the hope that she could bring to your family. Be there for your child. Be there as a communication between the parent and the school board. So we want that message to get out. If you're interested in finding out more, reach out to me. Maria's a part of the team. We're very active in the Southeast community, and we're doing everything we can to make sure that our candidates that carry values that are family-oriented, that want that crime to exit their communities, but you need good leaders to bring that up, and leaders that we are hopefully going to get in office. So November, we're going to have Ms. Faye come up on the ballot. We're also going to have Mr. Julian Ramirez. And then next year, there's going to be a primary. So the primary will then represent candidates that flow over into the general election.
Yeah, like
so
mayors and
this is an ever-going, it's a continual process. Please be a part of it. I want y'all to be a part of this. Let's help these candidates get into office. Thank y'all.
1, 2, 3.
Ya no más.